Hello and welcome to this week's news show. I'm Louise and I'm back from a week of E3-induced plague. Seriously, more antibacterial gel, people. To deliver the latest games news straight into your ears and eyeballs. Coming up, I've got all the details from Battlefield 1's Conquest mode, and GTA 5's Peyote Plant mystery has finally been solved with the addition of the Wolfman. But first, here's everything we found out about all the zombie killing on offer in Dead Rising 4. How do you make Dead Rising better? Double the zombies and remove the timer, right? Well, yes, and that's exactly what Capcom Vancouver is doing for this year's Xbox exclusive Dead Rising 4. We caught up with executive producer Bryce Cochran at E3 and he happily revealed that there's twice as many zombies this time around, and the team has ditched that pesky countdown timer in order to let players experience the open world at their gory leisure. Now, all the action takes place in Willamette, California. That's the location of the mall in the original game, and we've not just got a fancy rebuilt shopping centre now, which is apparently a bit like a theme park with different themed areas, but a full city. The removal of the timer really makes the game far more appealing, given the fact that the countdown was like a bladed pendulum swinging ever closer to your vital fun organs. Speaking of, this also means we've got plenty of time to enjoy the new dismemberment tech that's been added in for the slews of absurd festive themed weaponry. Yep, the grizzled, now aged 51 Frank West can arm himself with a weapon called the Ornament Gun, which apparently blazes with Christmas cheer and is actually just a mortar of decorations and tinsel. How festive. Also worth noting that this is actually just a timed Xbox and Windows 10 exclusive. Windows 10 is for 90 days, so probably a Steam release after that, and Xbox for a year, so in Tomb Raider style, PS4 players might be playing in Christmas 2017. Is it too soon to say Merry Christmas? Yeah, too soon. But yeah, in other news, Nintendo is holding off on telling us more about the new NX console because of a new secret idea that it's working on, but it's also apparently looking into VR. Batman Return to Arkham's July release date has been canned, while Virtuous Games takes additional time to deliver a polished Batman Arkham game experience. Sob. And if you're looking forward to the Minecraft movie, maybe pop that enthusiasm away in a blocky drawer, because you're going to have to wait until summer 2019 for release. War. What's it good for? Well, FPS developers for one thing, and DICE is making sure it brings us as close to World War I as possible with Battlefield 1. I got hands-on with the multiplayer Conquest mode as part of its closed alpha, and this is destruction on a serious scale. The bullet-torn maps are enormous, not to mention deadly, and you don't just have the option to be a grunt on the ground, but you can also spawn inside planes spewing machine gun fire from overhead, inside rolling tanks, or even an enormous zeppelin that's floating ominously overhead. Everything does feel far heavier than ever before, and say goodbye to those red dots that you aimed with before. These are old school weapons with iron sights. Plus, arm yourself with a sniper rifle and the reload time is really going to make you regret missing that one shot you thought you'd lined up. I'm definitely not speaking from experience. The Conquest mode was a lot of grim fun and kills all the more satisfying for the ultra harsh terrain. Now, if you've got any thoughts of anything Battlefield 1 related or anything else in this week's show, let me know via Twitter at shiny_demon or at GamesRadar. And finally, players have managed to solve what might be GTA 5's final single-player secret. We're just not going to mention the jetpack, maybe ever again. So last year, Redditor RK Rusty managed to solve the absurdly complex series of coordinates hidden inside the game's script to find a number of peyote plants. One of these, when eaten, turned you into Bigfoot, but you could only find it when the weather and time was just right. Now it turns out that there's also a teen wolf to go alongside it. Of course there is. And Sir Galahut on Reddit has discovered exactly how you can transform yourself into the Letterman jacket-wearing monster. Once again, it's all about eating those pesky peyote plants, but this time you do it while playing as Bigfoot and then following a beast during a hallucination. If you beat the beast, you'll get to use him in director mode, so you'll see him popping up in films. This is really only possible on PC, as you'll need to repeatedly set the strict weather and time conditions, and while there are cheats that you can do that on console, it might drive you slowly insane. Now check out the Chiliad Mystery Reddit for more info and seriously detailed instructions. So that's pretty much me for this week. Monsters complete. Get in touch if you've got any questions, and I'll see you next time.